Hey loves, welcome to my channel. It's your girl at Fashion with Aisha. We're gonna play a game called It's Time to Throw It Out. This is for you out there if you've got that scraggly raggly whatever it is in your house. It's time to throw it out. If you want to keep watching this video for some hygiene tips, I'll see you in the next clip. Some of you may have noticed I changed my cover on my YouTube channel. It says all things femme. It used to say all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. A lot of people have that as their bio now. I've had that one for 8 years, ever since YouTube allowed you to have a custom cover on your YouTube channel. So it's time to upgrade it. And I thought all things femme, because my channel, I think it is relatable to anyone who identifies as feminine energy, feminine appearance, feminine presenting. If you have your days where you feel a little feminine and you have your days where you want to express your girly side, I think there's at least one video on this channel, whether you, no matter your gender, sex, sexual orientation, race, ethnicity, I think there is a video on here you can identify with if you've got a little femme in you. So that's what that video cover or YouTube cover means, if you were wondering. Now let's get into this. It's time to throw it out. It's kind of like a game show. So I try to organize it by category. So your bathroom items, your bedroom, your kitchen, and etc. So let's see. First, I have your loofahs. It's recommended for you to replace your natural loofahs every 3 to 4 weeks and the synthetic plastic ones every 2 months. So those of you who have those loofahs in your bathroom that are growing mold, that has a odor to it, and it's all wrinkled up and pulled apart where it's barely any grip, you can't even hold it without it slipping through your fingers, it's probably time for you to throw it out. Next, toothbrushes. Obviously, you want to replace your toothbrush after you've been sick, and it's recommended not to immediately brush your teeth, FYI, after you've had nausea or you had vomiting, because of the acid on your teeth. You don't want to erode your tooth enamel by brushing them too rapidly. So definitely you want to replace your toothbrushes after you've been sick. And then it's recommended by the American Dental Association to replace your toothbrushes every 3 months. So go ahead and throw that toothbrush out you got in your room. Next is your drying towels. So towels is a little tricky because it depends on what the use of the towel's for. So let's see here, what do I have? If it's a bathroom towel, for example, one that you dry off with, you can replace that every 2 to 5 years. If it's a shower towel that you're using to wash off with, like a washing cloth, that one is to be replaced at least every 2 years. And now if it's a kitchen towel, so let's move to the kitchen, that one needs to be replaced every 1 to 2 years because of all the bacteria. And it also depends again on what you're using it for in your kitchen. So if you're using it more frequently, you're going to replace it more often, and if you're using it with harsher ingredients like chemicals, then you're going to want to replace that on a more frequent base. Next are beauty blenders. You know, these things that you use, this is real techniques actually, so it's not necessarily a beauty blender, but it's a beauty sponge. Beauty Blender, the company, recommends you to replace their products every 3 to 6 months. So I'm sure some of you have seen those videos where people have cut their beauty blenders or beauty sponges open and there was actual visible mold growing in them. That's why you want to replace these frequently, because a lot of us are getting them wet with water, and even if you're not getting them wet with water, you're using a liquid formulation and liquid product, which obviously holds hydration and moisture. Getting stuck in a sponge, it's gonna grow some type of bacteria eventually. So make sure you're replacing these every 3 to 6 months. To be safe, I replace them whenever the makeup just won't come out. So whether that's just a week or a month, I replace it. Makeup brushes. You are supposed to replace your makeup brushes after each use. Just kidding, you're not replace, but you're supposed to wash them, ladies, and disinfect. So I told you all to get a good makeup brush cleaner. I like to use Dial antibacterial soap, Dove soap, and if you get a bar soap, it's great because you can just rub the brush on the bar soap, rinse it, let it dry, and then I spray it with a 70% isopropyl alcohol. So I clean it, and then I get a little disinfection going on. So I think that's the best option to go with. And then you can also use a liquid makeup cleaner that cleans and disinfects them. There are a couple of them on the market that are popular. I'll put the pictures of them here so you can see. And we have your makeup products. Hello, ladies. How many of you are actually throwing away the products when they are expired? It'll tell you on the back of the container or the bottom, it'll show a little picture of a standard container, and it'll have a number with the letter M. That is telling you how many months you have to use this product. So for the NARS, it is their semi-matte all-day luminous weightless foundation. This is recommended to be replaced after 24 months. Next I have are your skincare products. Same thing. Skincare products are recommended to be replaced when it is expired. So look on the expiration date and it'll let you know. Next, this one is low-key for my parents. Condiments. Y'all need to start throwing those condiments away after they expire. They have the actual date on when they expire. I've been in my parents' kitchen and their cabinets, and they had products that expired over 5 years ago. And I do this frequently, and I can't believe there's still products in there that are so old that I feel like it's a death sentence if you want to use it. But according to my dad, the expiration date is just a recommended date to when you should throw it out, or it's a suggestion of when it's supposed to be sold by, which we all know there's a sell by use and then there's an expiration date. So, you know, they come up with their own little tricks so they can not feel bad about keeping stuff that should be thrown out. This one is kind of my personal preference. It's not recommended by any doctors or any associations, but it's those old cups and dishes you have. If you still have those old cups where all of the markings are been ruined because they was like the sticker or the paint, brand, logo, whatever, if you can barely read it, it's time to throw that cup away. If it's one of those childish cups and you don't have any children living in your family and there's teeth marks that were bit in the automatic or the attached straw to the cup or the attached straw to the bowl, you know how they used to have those in the early 2000s for the kids that love cereal, it's time to throw those away. No one is using it and it is played out. If you have a stain in your cup or your Tupperware, you know, those plastic containers you use to reheat food or to store food in the refrigerator, and they won't come out, those stains won't come out, it's time to toss it. Okay, get rid of that. Next, sponges, kitchen sponges, bathroom sponges. Those should be thrown out every week. Excuse me, depending on how often you're using it, but the minimal, we want to dispose of sponges that are used in the house every week, at least every week. Your water filters in your sink and shower, those should have been displayed on the instructions or the distribution information. Look on those packets they gave you, or just type the brand, the product name online, and it'll tell you. So make sure you're replacing your water filters in your showers and your sinks, because we want to have our skin clear and free of those added chemicals. So make sure you replace those. Next is your pillowcase. Hello. I tell you ladies, if you are suffering from acne, you should be replacing your pillowcase at least every other night. And that is just a good wash. So maybe depending on how many pillows you have on your bed, of course, you really want to replace that one pillow you use each night. Now, if you don't use a pillow, then that's going to be even trickier for you. Maybe just put a pillowcase on top of your mattress so you don't at least have to change your mattress covers every other night, but you want to change that one pillowcase that you lay your head on. So your pillow every other night if you're suffering from any type of skin inflammation. Now, you want to actually throw your pillowcases away every 1 to 2 years. And this is according to the Asthma Allergy Association. So this is actually recommended from doctors to replace your pillowcases every 1 to 2 years. Now, your comforter, your sheets, anything that's touching your skin should be washed every week. I know a lot of people don't want to wash their comforter every week because it's so heavy. Then try not to have it touch your skin. Use sheets. Don't let it touch your face. Maybe have a sheet wrapped around the comforter. Maybe have a duvet cover and the comforter inside the duvet cover. Figure it out, because if it's touching your skin, you're gonna have to wash that at least once a week. You can take it to the cleaners. They have those jumbo washers, and you can just have the cleaners wash it and then you pick it up. And some of them, if you live in the city, they'll pick it up, wash it, and deliver it. But that's a city perk. All right, what else do I have on here? Your razors, your shaving razors, those should be replaced every other day if you're using it. Excuse me, if you're using your shaver, your razor blade every day, you need to replace your razors every 1 to 2 weeks. If you are shaving every other day, you need to replace it 2 to 3 weeks. If you are shaving twice a week, you want to replace your razors every 4 to 6 weeks. And this is if you don't store it in the shower, because if you store it in the shower, I've told you all this, the moisture building up, the steam in there, it's going to be corroding and affecting your razors at a faster rate than if you were to keep them in a dry area that is not going to be affected by the heat as much. So just after you shave, take it out the shower when you get out and put it away somewhere and let it dry. Don't leave it in the shower. The mattress, the big one, probably the most expensive item on here. Now that is recommended to replace every 7 years, but that's only if you're using a waterproof mattress cover. Some of you have mattress covers, but they're not waterproof. So sweat, debris, dirt is still seeping into the mattress. You got to get one of those water cover ones where you have for the kids that still wet the bed at night. Use one of those, and then you can put your mattress cover on top of the waterproof, and then you put your fitted sheet and then whatever else you like to do. But that'll keep your mattress and its original quality at a longer time than it would if you didn't have that waterproof cover. Can you think of the times you've got stains on your mattress because you just didn't have a cover on it? That could all be avoided. And it's easier because you can just spray the mattress cover down with a disinfectant, wipe it, and then you can vacuum your actual mattress. You don't actually have to get it cleaned as frequently as you would if you didn't have that mattress cover. If you have another tip for anyone when it's time to throw it out, please leave that comment below so we can all make sure we're staying clean, smelling good. We're limiting our rashes, eczema, and taking care of our skin, because we only get one and it's our largest organ. So please let us know in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next video.